All I wanted was for everyone to be happy. But no! You want free will.
Yeah, we're funny about that.
You want funny? Try this. If I'm going down, I'm taking you with me. And everybody else who's still logged on.
But all...
How's it going, ladies and gentlemen? Hello and welcome back to Arcanum Gaming. My name is Richie Teddy. We're picking it up right where we left off with Sam and Max Save the World. I believe we're on episode 15 now. Last time we got a bunch of coins. We figured out, what we had to do in Reality 2.0. And now we have this lovely rag of snot, which I have a feeling we need to do something with in virtual reality. I have an idea, depending on what it looks like in here. It's a computer disease. So this, I'm sure.
Let's get cracked.
So we're gonna have to figure out some way to mail this.
That is one large recycle bin.
Or something
Save
like
the
that.
Earth.
Okay.
Are computer programs susceptible to diseases?
Many are, but not me.
Darn.
Hold it. You're not mailing that while I'm here.
But you haven't even seen it.
You can't be too careful.
Entering combat. Antibiotic. Dexterity, 459. Your dexterity, 3. Antibiotic has initiative. Antibiotic attacks.
Defend with the sword.
Attack successful. Sam takes 3,692 damage. Sam has been defeated.
What? I didn't even get to attack.
Duh, she had the initiative. You think you could just block her attacks with anything?
Alright, so the sword doesn't work. Wait, what's that? Download +2 sword. How do we download a +2 sword?
Is that a sword up there?
Maybe liver and onions have gone fantasy metal. Again.
Oh, it's just an item up there. Can we get up there? Maybe we can jump. Will that work? Actually, can we use this on these guys?
The disease might permanently damage the computer, but it won't really help us stop the entire internet.
Alright, we can jump again. Get up there now.
Please use caution. Injury sustained in Reality 2.0 will also affect your physical being in your former reality.
It's stuck.
Of course it's stuck.
It'd probably break. I guess this is what pixels...
Stuck.
I've got better things to... Look, Max, Liver and Onions are playing online.
I guess they couldn't get a real gig.
It's stuck. I wish we could get that swanky-looking sword unstuck from the sign.
Do what King Arthur did. Use some lube.
Arthur got the sword out of the stone by being the rightful king. He did not use lube.
Now who's being naive?
What the heck am I supposed to...
Let's get cracking.
Maybe something in the Jack-in-the-Box?
I can't get near. It'd probably break.
So we need something to lubricate it. To make it slide out easier. Is there anything in the office? There's a fish tank, but I couldn't interact with that. What about the... Now that we have a sword. The sludgy machine, maybe? So we couldn't do anything with this guy before. Can we pick him up?
It's a slime. Clearly hostile.
Look at it! It means to kill us all! No!
Okay, we can't pick it up. What if we use the sword on it?
Entering combat. Blue slime, dexterity 2. Your dexterity 3. You have initiative. Sam attacks. Attack successful. Blue slime is defeated.
That's one less gelatinous monster to spread mayhem across the virtual countryside. Look at its pathetic slimy remains. Almost makes me feel sorry for the little snotball.
Ooh, blue slime! Get it, Sam! It's worth a fortune on the spell component's black market!
Okay, so we do have... Maybe this is what we needed. Hopefully this works. Unless... the only other thing I could think of would be to jump up here and then go back to...
Please use
normal
caution.
reality.
Injury sustained in Reality 2.0 will also affect your physical being in your former reality.
We can't even go back to regular reality up here. Okay, let's try the slime. Okay, it did work.
Cool, I have a +2 sword.
You're just compensating for something.
You're a fine one to talk.
Alright, so we have the sword. She's got the +1 armor, we've got the sword now. Let's try this sword.
Entering combat. Antibiotic. Dexterity 459. Your dexterity 3. Antibiotic has initiative. Antibiotic attacks.
Alright, defend. Excuse me, defend with the sword.
Attack successful. Sam takes 3,752 damage. Sam has been defeated.
That,
That
didn't work.
was clearly ineffectual.
You need something that'll give you better blockage. I said blockage.
Better blockage. Maybe we defend with the glove? Alright, let's try this again.
Entering combat. Antibiotic. Dexterity. Your dexterity. Antibiotic. Antibiotic.
Let's try the glove.
Attack successful. Sam take.
Just a suggestion. Attacks.
You're just a fount of...
Just think of me.
Need something to deflect the attack. Is there a shield we
Entering
need to
combat.
find somewhere?
Antibiotic. Your dexterity. Antibiotic. Antibiotic.
What are you gonna do with that frying pan? Cook me an omelet?
Oh, I'll make an omelet, all right. Of your brains.
Ooh, burn!
Attack successful. Sam takes 3,692 damage. Sam has been defeated.
Didn't work. So what am I missing here? Maybe there's something else I missed. What about... Can we do anything with the Jack in the Box now that we have the good sword?
Violence isn't the answer.
Since when?
I can't get near it with these impenetrable ads popping up all the time.
It seems like something that we should be able to use. If it's impenetrable, that would mean it would deflect the attack, right?
So, how you keeping busy, Mr. Sensitivity?
User width control.
Who's her what's it?
I am maintaining the width of your avatar.
So, what aspect of reality do you control, he who only bleeps?
Ask a stupid question.
Well, let's give this thing a push. What's the worst that could happen?
It turns off the computers controlling the world's nuclear reactors and the entire planet is subsumed in a massive radioactive firestorm?
Let's just try it and see.
Pop-ups have been disabled for your convenience.
Oh well, that's good too, I guess.
Pop-ups were disabled. Can we interact with the Jack in the Box now?
Near as I can tell, the only purpose of this thing is to generate those annoying pop-up ads.
Okay, can we... Now if we click on it again, re-enable the ads, can we use that to defend the attack? Seems logical.
Pop-ups have been enabled for your convenience.
No,
How on earth...
Simple.
I don't want to talk to
Let's get
Max.
cracking.
Or to Sam. Max, what am I talking about? Ay. Alright. Let's move on here.
Entering combat. Antibiotic. Dexterity 459. Your dexterity. 3. Antibiotic has antibiotic.
Alright, defend. Use the Jack in the Box.
Attack blocked.
Ha! Take that,
All right, it
ice
worked.
lady!
Watch her, Max. She's wily.
Sam attacks.
Here you go. Don't screw it up.
Thanks for your firm but realistic vote of confidence.
Okay, use the
Rip
sword
her arms off!
with an item. This +2 sword.
Attack successful. Antibiotic takes 3,930 damage. Antibiotic is defeated.
No!
I think we've just uninstalled ourselves some malevolent software.
And we didn't even get any coins out of it.
Oh,
What
I
a
got some
chip.
pink slime. Can't pick up the pink slime. Alright, mailbox. Where's the bug? I left it on the jumping computer. Oh wait, we don't need the bug, do we?
You will fall!
We have the other thing, the what was it? Yeah, we have the computer disease. I have a feeling we probably need to use that one, not the bug. Let's try them both. Let's see what the bug does first.
Nah.
Alright, so it's not the bug. Logically, it has to be this.
Happy trails, little software disease.
Aw, I had plans for that.
I'm hoping the internet won't.
Danger! Danger! Software corruption spreading. Damage control alert. Visual rendering systems infected. Data instability.
Things happen fast in Reality 2.0.
What's happening, Sam?
It's our disease. Looks like it's taking out the graphics first.
I'm disappointed in you, Sam. I try to do something nice.
Nice?
All I wanted was for everyone to be happy. But no! You want free will.
Yeah, we're funny about that.
You want funny? Try this. If I'm going down, I'm taking you with me. And everybody else who's still logged on.
But all we have to do is take off our goggles.
You'll find that you can't. You're trapped here. And when I crash, you'll die.
I'm too young and pretty to die.
I thought you wanted everyone to be happy.
Not anymore. I've completely lost my respect for living things. So you're going down.
There go the graphics.
Load Reality 1.5. Please wait. I'm not sure, little buddy. I think... What? I can't hear you. Read the subtitles. Didn't I outlaw
How should
reading?
I know? Oh, good, the sound's back. Now shut up and read.
Street West. You're oh dear. You're standing on a city street that continues to the east. A small shop labeled Sybil's lies to the northwest, just in front of a pulsating control room. Parked near an unremarkable office building is an old DeSoto, apparently painted by someone with severe color blindness. Suddenly, a massive reality quake sends the DeSoto hurtling into the control room, destroying both. Possibly, as a result, the unremarkable office building becomes a remarkable two-story tall Pamela Anderson who mumbles something unintelligible before surfing away on a stray pop-up ad, ironically advertising a pop-up blocker. Like pie, maybe. Not sponsored. In the distance, an aerial squadron of potbelly pigs begins performing percussion loop-de-loops. Or precision. My goodness, I can't read. The world appears to be ending. The internet is here. It has lost its respect for living things. You see a respect for living things here. What? Use it. Get respect for living things. As you reach for the respect for living things, there is a terrible tremor and a giant crack tears apart the sidewalk. The respect for living things slides jelly-like into the resulting chasm. Click to continue.
I knew it wasn't going to be that easy.
I never cease to be impressed by your unwavering optimism, Max.
Street West. Street continues to the east. Sybil's lies to the northwest. Let's go to Sybil's, maybe? Oh my goodness, I can't read that text. Just as you enter the cluttered shop, a livid shopping cart comes crashing through the roof, empties itself on the floor, and flies off indignantly. Every tasteless trinket Sybil ever considered buying now sits on the floor in heaps of unfettered tackiness. Moments later, all the photos of Sybil's cat adorning the wall simultaneously spring to life. Streams of kittens. I'm not wearing my glasses. I usually don't need to read text this small. Come shooting out of the wall like cats out of a fire hose. As the kittens run rampant through the piles of junk, they mew sweetly and ooze a nauseating cuteness. Among the junk you see a rare foil card and a large jewel-encrusted idol. There's a lake of nauseating cuteness here. Touching the lake directly seems a little unwise.
Good point. Such concentrated cuteness could put someone into shock.
Alright, let's take the idol. Don't see a
What?
need for that.
Hey!
Define need.
Okay. How about the foil card? Pick up the
Ooh,
rare
give
foil
it
card.
here!
What for?
It's rare and it's foil. I must have it.
Look at these from the kittens has collected into this lake of nauseating cuteness. You can barely stand to gaze directly at this appalling concentration of cuteness, and even the fumes make you feel sort of squashy inside.
Hey, squishy isn't a word.
Squishy.
Play nice with the virtual world, Max. We don't want to be deleted prematurely.
They're easily the cutest kittens you've ever seen in your life. Everything about them is perfect and cute. From their large blue eyes to their fuzzy little tails, they're so completely cute that they run off from their cuteness. Smell like blah blah blah. Okay.
I may have to pull off their cute little ears.
I wouldn't do that, Max. You don't know the extent of their insidious powers of adorability.
Go bonkers.
Well, I don't have to look far.
Where's the bonkers, Sam? Where?
Closer than you know, little buddy.
Okay. Let's try going east. Go over to Bosco's. Hey, a text color I can actually read. As you arrive at the desolate street corner, a devastating aftershock tears through reality, ripping Bosco's inconvenience from its very foundation. The contents of the store begin to spill out the front door. See a blue slime, 28 potions, and a hot rump fall into the void, lost forever. After a moment, an AI Bosco slowly comes sliding out the door, muttering, "It doesn't work. Trusteth me, it dost work. Trusteth me. As he plummets out of sight, you see a Bosco's e-convenience here. The Bosco's is empty.
How do you suppose that happened?
I'm not sure that information is necessary at this juncture, Max. Well, that warped at least 50 different rules of physics.
Rules are for marking straight lines and lesser mortals. How do you suppose that happened?
I'm not sure that
Floating
information is
just in front
necessary
of
at
us.
this
Can
juncture,
we
Max.
go into it? Can't enter Bosco's. Already tried this.
Hey, you're standing in the way
You
of the
already
American
have
dream!
a boss
To obtain
ghost.
every small local shop and roll them up into one homogeneous amalgam?
I meant a lifetime supply of frozen atomic cherry ice pops. But that's a good one, too.
You won't talk me out of it. You living things do nothing but push me around. We'll go down together, and there is nothing you can do about it.
You seem pretty...
Well, there's probably nothing you...
Sam, I'd prefer not to be deleted by the internet.
Well, let's get cracking then, little buddy.
I hate it when you say, let's get cracking.
Let's try going down now. Depths of despair. You descend into a gloomy pit of darkness. Gloomier even than the street above. Darkness of small businesses lie here, gutted and mauled. A strange smell hangs in the air, dark and malicious. From the dim light of the street above, you get a quick glimpse of a giant, hideous figure before you. You fear for your life as you realize what it is. Gruesome, shambling corporate presence. Before you can react, the corporate presence gobbles up the respect for living things. It continues to snuffle around, apparently looking for something else to eat. What if we use... Throw Bosco's shop in front of this shambling corporate presence, which quickly swallows it up. Looks quite pleased, but only for a moment. Then it resumes...
Well, that was anticlimactic.
despair. That doesn't make any sense. So it wants to... It ate it. But it didn't really help. Corporate presence, despair. Can we get another Boscos? Yes.
Collapsible can...
Okay, so we need to do something to the Boscos. Let's go back into Sybil's, maybe. And that horrific blue text. So we couldn't take the kittens. Couldn't take any of this.
Good point. Such concentrated
Touching the
cuteness
lake
could put someone
directly.
into shock.
You dip Boscos into the lake of nauseating cuteness. Bosco soaks up the nauseating liquid. It's now
Keep it away! I'm about as much cute as I can take.
nauseating. Nauseating. Alright, maybe if we feed the shop to the thing now, it'll make it throw up the... What do you call it? You feed the nauseating Bosco shop to the shambling corporate presence. It happily devours it. Then it looks a little green around the gills. It begins to retch and cough. Finally, it vomits up a respect for living things, as well as a half-dozen small knick-knack stores and coffee shops.
Well, that was a vulgar display.
Let's do it again!
Alright.
Ew.
Can we get the corporate presence?
So much for Plan A.
Hey, Sam, can we just skip ahead to Plan Triple Z?
You know the deal, Max. We have to go through all the plans in order before we get to complete nuclear annihilation.
Shucks.
Alright. Back up. Alright, is this going to work now? Use this on the internet? Hand the respect for living things to the internet. The internet grasps it tightly and looks you right in the eye.
I'm sorry.
Game over.
Sam, are we
Is
dead?
that the wrong
I'm
thing
trying to
do?
figure out how many lives we get. Have you got any one-ups?
You are not dead.
Hey, we're back!
You, among all beings, managed to restore my respect for living creatures, the irony of which does not escape even me.
Oh, good. I thought I was the only one really savoring that.
I saw that Reality 2.0 was a prison, so I terminated that reality and freed its slaves. Anywho, I'd love to stay and chat, but I have got a mountain of pornography to deliver before that virus gets to me.
Uh-oh.
Did we just kill the internet?
It's not your fault. This never would have happened if he hadn't tricked me.
Who?
Well, you won't have this sentient global network to kick around anymore, Roy G. Biv.
Who's Roy G. Biv?
Roy G. Biv.
Who is Roy G. Biv?
Goodbye.
Biv. The colors of the
Aw,
rainbow.
nice.
Is Hugh Bliss
It
the
crashed
villain?
before it could transmit the most vital piece of information.
It's the internet. What did you expect?
Good point. Nevertheless, we'll find you, Roy G. Biv. Whoever you are. Wherever you are.
Can it wait until after we get some lunch?
Of course. There's a place over on 2nd where they serve deep-fried chocolate pork belly donuts.
Do you think we can get a discount since I'm the President of the United States?
Good gravy, are you still president?
It is Hugh Bliss.
Which is why every citizen will find a complimentary government-issued aerosol can waiting in the mailbox. Get to spraying, America! Let's heat this mother up! This has been an announcement from the President of the United States. What gives, Sam? You missed your cue!
What? Oh, sorry, little buddy-in-chief. I'm still thinking about our last case. The internet said it was working for somebody named Roy G. Biv. Obviously a pseudonym, but for who? Or whom?
We're detectives, Sam, not mind readers. Hey, maybe we should ask Hugh Bliss.
Mind readers, that's it! No, that's not it.
By the way, have you seen my copy of Emetics, the Handbook for Multicolored Happiness by Hugh Bliss?
Colors. No, think, Max, think.
Well, I know I had it this morning.
That's it. Morning. In the ancient tongue of the mud-worshipping Kapalahotep tribe of the Serengeti, our word morning means he who destroys the hypnotic Rainbow Man. That's the word he fears the most. So this Roy G. Biv is the one person we've met who's never said the word morning. And that means it's the Commissioner.
The Commissioner? I never did trust him.
No, Chowderhead. It's Hugh Bliss.
Never!
What? Oh, no, Commissioner. I didn't mean... Look, I need you to put out an APB on Hugh Bliss. Stat. By the Greek goddess Selene in a chariot with dual overhead cams and silver fox mud flaps. We're on our way. Let's go, Max. The Commissioner said that Hugh Bliss is currently staying at his exclusive prismatology retreat, the Blister of Tranquility.
Oh boy, I bet it's
Blister
somewhere
of
really cool and exotic, like a remote island in the South Pacific or Des Moines.
Even farther, pal. We're going to the moon. Oh, feels good to be back on the moon, doesn't it?
We made good time, too. We've still got plenty of generic brand powdered orange flavored drink mix left.
You always did know how not to infringe on a registered trademark, little buddy.
What are we doing first, Sam?
Let's locate the Blister of Tranquility, find out what Hugh Bliss is up to, and arrest his unprincipled magical butt.
Is that a visitor center?
Moon Visitor Center and Gift Shop. Okay. Second here. Alrighty. Let's go ahead and take a look around the moon. First, what do we have in our inventory? Oh, we just have our gun now. So we don't have the listening device anymore. Or our boxing glove.
How does it do that when there's no wind on the moon?
Good question. Or is there wind on the moon? I don't think there's any atmosphere. If there is, it's extremely thin.
It's a lunar lander.
So is my Aunt Tilly, but they can't prove anything.
What?
Lunar lander. Lovely shirt.
Can I get one, Sam? Can I?
You don't wear shirts, Max.
I can still accumulate them, can't I?
What's supposed to go here?
These hypnotic goggles were an early prototype of the hypnobeam technology currently being used to further the worldwide goals of prismatology.
Wow! Invisible goggles!
The goggles were stolen a few months ago. Honestly, some people will take anything that's not bolted to the floor.
What's this?
Looks like a bent spoon with some peanut butter on it.
The power to bend and rebend spoons, stored within this completely indestructible magical talisman, was among the first mental abilities to be developed and popularized by Hugh Bliss.
Big deal. I can bend spoons with my bare hands. One question. Would it work on wrenches?
Yeah, a wrench is close enough.
Interesting.
Ah, you made me forget where I was. Let's see.
Like we could bend the
Oh, yeah. The virtually indestructible display case is a triumph of modern prismatological science.
virtually indestructible.
Virtually indestructible?
Extensive testing has been done on the case, showing it to be impervious to bullets, acid, high falls, crushing force, sonic weaponry, diamond-tip drills, hurricanes, poisons, cynicism, and liquid nitrogen. Don't touch it. You might break it.
Oops, it's not held down very securely.
We just took it. Okay, the wrenches thing, referencing Sam and Max Hit the Road. There's that psychic guy up at the top of the tower that could bend tools with his mind, bend a wrench for us.
What's with the chart?
I bet it shows
you
how
bet.
Justin Timberlake is descended from the moon people.
This chart outlines Hugh Bliss's ingenious master plan to hypnotize everyone on Earth through connections with the U.S. government, the internet, and the toy mafia.
Well, I was close.
Weren't you in charge of the toy mafia?
You're right, I was. I wonder why I didn't know anything about this at the time.
It looks like cheap touristy crap is the same everywhere in the solar system.
Can we get some cheap touristy crap, Sam?
No.
One moment, please. I'm supposed to frisk everybody when they leave. Just a formality.
Of course.
Oh-ho! What's this? I knew you were up to something. Ruining my career with the toy mafia wasn't enough. Now you want to cost me this job, too?
It must have fallen into my pocket while I was looking at your beautiful ceiling architecture.
What mafia?
Don't try that again, or I'll have to get ugly.
I guess a lot of people have done it already.
Yes, but I always... Hey!
Alright, we gotta figure out a way to get the spoon from him. Probably can't just hold him up, can we?
Better not.
Mechanical
Oh, look,
suit.
there's a slightly beat-up robotic exoskeleton in the trash.
The past is only useful as fertilizer for the future. Hugh Bliss said that.
Alright. Alright, let's try and get the spoon again.
They really should work on securing this thing better. I'll need to get the case off it first.
To get the case off it first.
Here, Max, hold this. I meant in your hands, but whatever.
Oh. Can we just leave now?
One moment, please. Okay, go ahead.
Alright. Blister of Tranquility. What do we got over here on the bulletin board?
Buzz, we got tired of waiting, so we went on without you. Meet you back at the orbiter.
Buzz Aldrin.
No parking between the hours of 3 a.m. and 5 a.m. Only you can prevent moonfires. Warning, wild lunar yaks have been sighted in this area. If you encounter a wild lunar yak, try to make yourself look large, then shriek like a schoolgirl and hightail it for the hills.
Giant lunar yak. Alright. Alright, well, I grabbed the spoon. Sort of. Are we able to go back to the office?
Where are we headed now, Sam?
Oh, we can go back.
Let's stay here a while longer.
Yeah, let's go back before I check out the
Where are
Blister
we
of
headed now,
Tranquility.
Sam?
Actually, no. Let's
stay
go
here a
check it
while.
out. If we can get in. I have a feeling we might need to use the spoon or something.
Hold it.
Hey, Small Worlds. It's our favorite cabinet secretary and Secret Service man, Agent Superball.
Favorite? That'd be like choosing a favorite child, Sam. I love them all.
Didn't I see you last week beating the Secretary of Defense over the head with his own war agenda?
Granted, it's a tough love.
Greetings, newcomers. Blessed be.
President Max requires an audience with Hugh Bliss.
I can't let just anyone into the retreat. Orders?
Well, as your president, here's your new order. Move it!
I'm now a citizen of Bliss, sir. I can't let you in.
So let me guess. You're guarding the door to this retreat.
Affirmative. I have a passion for it, sir. And Hugh Bliss believed in my door guarding abilities when no one else would.
Great story, great story. Okay, let us in.
Negative. Only level red prismatologists may enter Hugh Bliss's magical paradise.
What's a level red prismatologist? Because I'm pretty sure I am one.
Level red is apex of prismatology, sir. You'd have to undergo spectrum analysis to determine your current level.
Spectrum analysis. Is that where you lie perfectly still in a lead coffin while brightly colored cotton swabs are inserted into various orifices?
No, sir. We gave that up in 87. It's much simpler now.
Yep, we're level red. Let us in.
I'm sure you're mistaken, but we'll run the spectrum analysis anyway. Take this.
A unicorn?
What am I supposed to do with this?
Rub it, sir.
Rub it, Sam.
Harder. Harder. I'm sorry, sir. The unicorn says you're yellow.
No one calls us yeller. Draw, partner.
Level yellow is frankly rather pathetic, sir. Only level reds may enter the retreat. Regulations? However, Hugh Bliss would like you to keep the unicorn as a token of his love. Rub it often to measure your progress towards true bliss.
Oh boy, a pet unicorn. I shall call him Horny.
You do that. How does that unicorn work anyway?
By magic, sir.
Right. Either that or it's just a glorified mood ring that reacts to body heat.
A mood horn.
You're not a believer, sir. I could never explain it to you.
You're studying this prismatology too?
Not studying. I've mastered it.
You mastered prismatology by standing in front of a door?
I am one with the door. We exist in the indigo wavelength of reality. The door is an illusion.
So long, Superball.
Alright. We need to do something to the unicorn to turn it red?
Hey, Max, want to pet the unicorn?
No thanks. I took care of that before we left the office.
Hey, Harry, want to rub my unicorn?
No, I'm not that desperate yet.
Rocket
That's
engine.
quite a rocket engine. I don't want to kill Horny. Not happening.
Alright. Looks like we're not going to be able to get in there yet. Alright, we gotta
Where are we headed now, Sam?
figure out a way to turn the unicorn red.
Terra
Let's go
firma.
back and talk to Sybil. And so I was completely off. I really thought Sybil was going to be the villain, but it turned out to be Hublis, which I'm not really that surprised about either. I never liked Hublis. Liver versus Onions boxing.
Liver and Onions have been headed towards a nasty breakup for years.
Alright, Sybil, what you got going on now? Did that say queen? Hi, Sybil.
Hiya, Sybil.
Hello, Sam. Hello, Max. But we prefer to be addressed by our official title.
Is Sybil hearing the voices again? The people, the people!
Are you feeling all right, Sybil?
You bet we are. We just got the best job ever. We are the Queen of Canada.
I always thought Rush was the Queen of Canada.
Queen of Canada? How'd you land that gig?
Did you find half of an old locket dripping with syrup and bacon grease, hinting at a long-forgotten lineage?
Nothing that interesting, we're afraid. We answered a classified ad.
Yeah, the Canadians are practical that way.
They've been looking for a figurehead to give the country a little bit more class. They said we were the perfect candidate.
You're not even Canadian, are you?
Heck no. But we took 2 quarters of French in college, and we spell color with a U.
If not knowing how to spell is enough to become royalty, I could become President of the United States!
You are President of the United States, Max.
By God, you're right, Sam! How come I'm not bombing anything right now?
Plus, we were the only candidate.
Need any help with your monarchy?
We could be freelance Mounties!
Thanks for the offer, guys, but we've got things under control for now. You're helping a lot just by not making any of the obvious Canada jokes.
Who would make obvious jokes, eh?
Yes, Sybil. That's just not what we're about. If you're Queen of Canada, how come you're still down here in the States?
Are you kidding? It's freezing up there. We love our country, but we've got to draw the line somewhere.
What kind of stuff does the Queen of Canada do, anyway?
It's mostly promotional. We throw out the first puck in hockey games, that kind of thing. This afternoon, we've got to go pose for money.
Sam, how come I don't get to pose for...
We already talked about this, Max. Your gruesome head frightens shopkeepers and plays havoc with ATMs.
Our most important job is to look for ways to spruce up the country.
How can you possibly spruce up Canada? It's a paradise year-round, from the fresh air and great seafood of British Columbia to the bustling metropolises in Ontario and Quebec.
You still have that endorsement with the tourism board?
Every little bit helps make ends meet, Max, with the rate you go through new shoes.
I didn't complain when you were teething, Sam.
See you later, Your Majesty.
You may go.
Hey, Sybil, want to rub my unicorn?
We have people who do that sort of thing for us now.
Nothing special. The rare Yukon ice cactus.
Alright. Relax, eh? Alright, let's move on. Actually, we've been playing for a while, so we're gonna wrap this one up here. We'll pick it up next time. Oh, what's Jimmy doing out front?
Hi, Jimmy. Up to no good as usual, I see.
Back off, Fuzz. Get your own leader.
I think we already did. The city made us pay for that one when we bent it.
What do you mean we, White Rabbit?
Alright. Alright, we're gonna go and wrap it up here. We'll pick it up and check out what madness is happening in Bosco's in the next episode. So, now thank you guys so much for watching and have a nice day.